Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm a little late, but we're gonna get to it. I want to do a little pre-market for SPY. We can look at any other tickets that you all have in mind, and I want to break down the play that went from $15 to $1,100. That's what everyone's here for. So we are gonna get into it. So let me pull this up. These are the Qs. Qs are gonna open up at 620, about $3 up. And if you look at ATR is almost $12. So I would give a range on the Qs from 620 to about 626, or to the downside, back down to the close 617, probably about 614 on the low on the Qs. If we're going with SPY, again, SPY's just opening up $1. It's going to leave a little slight gap here. So the markets, again, you can look at my chart, and this is what I always say: all gaps must fill. The question is when. So we might have the slight gap up. We may pop down, fill it, and then have a continuation. Let's take a look at what news we have for today. So core PPI. Let me just refresh this. So we had core PPI. Gonna have some Fed speaking. Nothing too major unless Taco comes up and says something. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat and where y'all are checking in from. But yeah, so we got 3 minutes before the market opens. Again, I'm not going to be taking a trade right off the open, but we are going to trade this. And let's see. We still don't have. Let's see. Okay, we're back working. Yesterday, SPX wasn't working on TradingView. They were having some issues, but it looks like we're back in. Again, we're not going to have pre-market on SPX, but this should open. Since it's up about it, we may open at like 68.20, maybe 68.22. So we'd be looking at about 68.25 to 68.50. So I can go ahead and get those levels marked. So if you've never traded with me before, go ahead and mark your quarter incrementals. 6, 8, 50. Gonna get that. 6, 8, 7, 5. 7, 5. I'm reading from over here. I didn't mean 6, 8, 16, 25. It's gonna be 6,900. Yeah, we're gonna be up here. And then our next target, 68.25. Again, if you don't understand the quarter incrementals, I definitely recommend grabbing my SPX replay video. The trade that went from $15 to 1,000 was a power hour move, and it's strategic to how the market plays out. Um, and a lot of volatility toward the end of the day. A lot of people just don't have time to trade. A lot of people don't have the patience, and that's okay. It is a skill that you need to acquire, and you may not pick it up overnight. But trading power hour with SPX and even with SPY appropriately can get some major moves, and you could be done in 1 hour. I was on a one-on-one call with a client. Um, since we could not really look at SPX and TradingView, we could see it in Webull. We just decided, hey, it may be better just to trade it SPY at the end of the day. I walked the client through the particular trade, and I'll show you exactly where we entered and exit. So we were trading power hour, so it was 2. We were holding this level. We had VWAP on. And when you're trading power hour, there's 2 things you need to remember if you're going to trade SPY. One, if you're trading a particular broker, it will close you out at 245. So it is going to be better to get the next at least 1 DTE, not the 0 DTE, because it will close you out at 245. So with that in mind, we took the next day's contract, and you can see right here at 230, We're stalled out at 245. Market pulled back slightly. Again, those zero DTE contracts are all being closed out, and boom, market took off. So my client was in a 685 call on SPY. This jumped up. I said, hey, we're clear to take profit at 30%. It did continue to run, and they could have held it for today. But the key was to create consistency. They're not just looking for spare the moment or sporadic wins. They want consistency. So for the next few days, they're going to be doing a 20% stop, a 30% take profit. So we were good to see. They were very excited on that call. And that's what I like to see. When you pay for one-on-ones with me, people are like, oh, I'm just paying for you to talk to me, or who does she think she is to be charging this and that? And it's really the skill set that I'm giving you. I'm giving you the knowledge and the understanding of being able to repeat this day over day. Every power hour you're able to do this. Every power hour you're able to trade SPX. There's an 80%. 4 out of the 5 days throughout the week, you're able to get that type of return. MT, I can hear you. Thank you so much for letting me know you can hear me. So, and I'm going over SPX and the play setup. I'm going to show how it played out. Sorry, guys, my dogs are ready to go out. But my SPX replay, I did this class 2 months ago in February. It was $97. I promoted. I told you guys, grab it now before the price goes up, because it is. And now it is 197, because if you didn't take action, now you missed out. Now you got to pay a little bit more. But for today, and I'll probably have it running until Friday. If you scan that QR code in the top left or use the link in the comments, you can get an additional $20 off, making it 177. So again, if you're out here trying to trade and you don't have a lot of capital, well, I won't say a lot of capital. I would say you would need at least 500. And I stopped saying that because the trade from yesterday only needed 15. But if you don't have a lot of time in the market, the SPX setup is classic for you. Now, if you've never traded before, you don't have a broker, you don't know what my chart means, this is not the class for you. You may need to take a one-on-one with me and then get this class. But if you've been trading and you need a system that's going to work, this is for you. Thank you for asking, Mink. Power hour is the last hour of the day. So I usually come in and when I'm trading, I'll come on. If you go back and look at some of my previous videos, I'm on at the last hour, and I'll have power hour or sour hour. So this morning we're gonna do $100 before lunch. Let's see how much we can make. So if you're trading SPX, a lot of people ask, well, can I trade SPX any other time other than power hour? Yeah, you can, but there's a key to it. If you are trading this, again, we're over 6,900. My next target is 69.25. If we can move up, if we get over here to SPX, and I don't know why that one wants to keep moving that way. There we go. We'll pop up these contracts. If you were to grab a 69.10, yeah, let's go in a little, let's give these in 10s. So we're moving fast. Okay, 69.15. Even if you go in a quarter, 69.25. This is going to be $460 a contract for newbies. That's going to be pretty expensive. So that's why I say step down and trade SPY, because SPX it may not always be budget friendly. So this is why I say, hey, we're waiting on that power hour. Those final 4 contracts, or your top 4 contracts or top 2 contracts that you can trade, those are going to be usually under $400, very affordable, and that volatility is going to push that premium up really quickly. But let's watch them play out. Again, target right here, we're going to look at that 69.25 on a paper trade, and right now it is $450. So we're watching. Again, there's no need to take a trade here immediately. We can let the market settle. We are just getting that first 5-minute candle to print. And we got patience. If you're trading on TradingView, make sure you have this bar countdown. I have a lot of clients say, "Oh, I'm gonna trade the 1 minute because I can see where it's going." If you trade XPX and you're trading in 1 minute, that's fine. Any of your other tickers, move up off of all the chaos on the 1 minute and go to the 5 minute. Damn, that's me. I didn't know. What didn't you know, Mink? Tell me what you didn't know. Blossom and Bloom, thank you so much for checking in. Good morning. Good morning. So again, we got the next 5 minute candle. Again, if you're trading SPX, this is not a game of a lot of premium. This is about get in, get out. This is more hopscotch. Those morning trades can have a lot of volatility in them. So if I go down to the 1 minute, again, we got about 7 candles here. You can see the market moving back up in our target. Let me actually go back to the contract. Again, we were looking at 450. We haven't had much return, even though it is moving up. It's down to 430, only down $20. If you had a $450 contract, you guys tell me in the chat, what would be your stop loss? If you're trading a contract and it's $450, what would be your stop loss and take profit? Would you have a hard stop at a particular percentage? Would you have a hard stop at a particular number? Pastor inside of our Discord told me, and I try to keep this in mind for my clients, like you don't pay your bills in percentages, you pay with dollars. So when you're looking at your gains or profits, you can, use your dollar amount. But whichever one makes your brain work, you guys let me know. I've never traded at all. Like I'm trying to soak up all the knowledge. Okay, we're here to help. I do teach group and one-on-one mentorship. So if it's something you wanting to master and accomplish, it can be done. My group mentorship meets Saturday morning at noon. Again, I get up at 5 a.m. daily. Markets open at 8:30, like you just saw a few minutes ago. So on the weekends, I'm trying to sleep in a little bit later. So my group mentorship is on Saturdays. This cohort is halfway through, and there are replay videos each time. So if you wanted to kind of sneak in now, you could. The replay videos are available. You wouldn't be too far behind. But if you're somebody that says, "Hey, I need accountability and I need somebody to hold my hand. I want to learn this one-on-one. Don't really care about whatever nobody else is doing," you can learn the same information with me one-on-one based on your schedule. I am a retired pharmacist, and I've been trading actually now full time for a whole year. I've been trading since COVID. 315, 30%, learning to cut early. I like that Blossom and Bloom. That is a good strategy. Again, 350, that gives you enough room. A lot of time when you're trading, and I just had a client ask me that, what is too tight of a stop loss? Well, it all depends on what you're trading. If you're in a swing trade that you got a lot of time on, meaning you don't plan to close the same day, you may want to allow a little bit of room, 20%, 30%. You may even get 50% because you're in a long-term contract. But if you're in a short term trade that you're going to be in and out today, 30% is well enough trade. Once you hit 50, you're making the trade work very, very hard. So think about it. If I'm down 50% and I want profit, that means that trade has to come back and recover 50% and then go higher for me to make money. So don't just be like, I got to be right. I got to prove everybody wrong by holding a bad trade. You are a capital manager, not a trader. A lot of people come into this space just wanting to learn how to trade, and that's good in the beginning, kind of as an apprentice. But as you get better and get longevity, the skill set, you become a capital manager. So let's go back. Let's look at it. So you gave yourself 30%. Now this is when you can really see we're not having much fluctuation in price. This moved up another $2 and we're still not back at our break even. Markets are kind of stalling. Oh, it pulled back. So I want to see you back at 69.18, so we can see that move. But again, target is 69.25. So let's go over the trade while this is moving. We're still waiting. I'm gonna come off that 1 minute, go back to the 5. So the trade from yesterday. I reset my Did it reset? Oh no, it's still here. Oh, it just changed the time. I was like, what did it do? So here's the trade from yesterday. This play is specific for power hour. So you can see here, this is 3. This is on Eastern time. We can see that this trade hit the low of the day and went to $14. But I'm gonna say you didn't get in at the 14. We never usually hit the super low. This is a 5-minute candle. Inside of this 5-minute candle, when it opened here, you could have got this trade for $27. And if you've never traded before, that says 0.27 because we're in control of 100 shares. So move that decimal 2 place to the right or multiply that by 100. So this is what was like 27, so approximately $40 in this contract. And if you had held, you would have taken that trade up to $827. And if you had held it 5 more minutes, over $1,100. This was a 2,662% trade right here if you took this contract. And that was just at the lowest. If you got a little bit closer in the money, because this is the 68.75. If you had taken the 68.70, same move, different contract, $55, $100. What did that go up to? $1,200. $1,600. This is the power of the move in SPX. Even if you didn't wait that long, let's just say you got in somewhere around here after 3. You're looking for the move. You got in at 42 and it ran to 300. This is a look at the time. You got in right here at $50. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 minutes. $50 contract is at 300. A lot of people don't know how to see this, don't know how to come back and mimic it because they just know uh, tips and tricks and gems. No, this is a strategy that's very consistent where a lot of people trade it. I just don't see a lot of people teaching it. One, they gatekeep it. 2, they just want to teach a bunch of courses. I'm not going to gatekeep it. I did teach it as a course because it's value. People don't value free anymore. On my YouTube channel, I've done power hours several times breaking down this setup, but I just said, hey, I'm going to take my time, show you guys specifically what to do. And if you're not familiar with this website, this is bar chart. This is where you can come back and look at the historics behind a contract. If you're like, hey, what if I had taken that trade? I would just want to go back and look, do a little, instead of just doing bar replay, you can come back and back test the chart. Blossom and Bloom. I listened to a traders podcast this morning on the VIX OPIX. I'm watching to see if the VIX expansion and the SPY and the Q's compression happen in power hour today or tomorrow. That's good. The VIX is always important. If you don't know what the VIX is, the VIX is the volatility or the fear index. And so when fear is high, the markets are down. When fear is low, markets are robust. So we like to look to getting into positions or call positions when the VIX is low, between 17 and like 20. Once we start getting over 20 to 30, you can look more bearish, getting some puts or start acquiring shares of particular companies. Let's head back over to the contract. Look at that. What is the target I gave you guys? That $100 before lunch is about to come real soon because we already looking at the 450 on that strike. Where's my contract? Still not moving that shit. They playing games. We can clearly see that the market has moved about $8 and this contract has not moved. They're tripping. But it'll get there. I'm gonna watch it get there. Little market manipulation inside of the strike that we're looking at. It just needs to get another little boost. This is why also I don't jump in too early because again, if we've moved up in the last 5 minutes, $10, and this contract is still downtrending, you can't tell me something's wrong. In trading view, let me see, Webull might be stuck. Let me refresh it. Oh no, go back. Where's my SPX? Yeah. Don't want me to be great. Yeah, that thing's not moving. We moved up $10. They tripping. You can see we're about to hit the target. You can go, Chaz, how did you know? What made you? You see, I don't have any indicators on. I got a gap on. I got the level. I know how this index move. I've been trading it. And if I go on, let me go into my Weibo app on the phone and see if we actually hit the target. Oh, we got very close. High of the day so far is 69.24.56. So it got very close. Let's see if we get another boost and have that move up. What are you guys trading today? Y'all let me know. We can pull it up on the chart. With it rejecting right there, we might have some pullback right at that quarter increment. We've only been in the market 15 minutes. Not trading your paycheck. You got to learn something before you hop in with the paycheck. Don't go all in. Definitely get some foundation. And there's multiple ways to do it. You can pay somebody to get past the learning curve or do automated courses. I have not taken automated courses. I learn better in real time with people. All of my previous education has been from somebody one-on-one or in groups, but the automated classes, I don't think people really commit to learning, and it makes it difficult for them to understand because they can't ask the screen a question. So make sure you vet where or who you're learning from. I'm looking for a little more volume. We had a lot of volume push up on the first 5 minutes and then kind of sizzling out. Got right to that target. If we pull down, I can add on my indicators now. A lot of times we don't trust price action first. We want to trust the indicator, but the market is going to show us what we want to see. So you can see there, right there, there's standard deviation. There's VWAP. There's our second standard deviation, and we'll be between standard deviation 1 and 2, and that's right where the resistance was at. We're getting a little bit of pullback here. So, Chaz, what would make us take a put? It's pulling back. Let me go ahead and grab a put. Well, we've had a little move up. Could still hold. So if we see a candle closing below standard deviation 1, then we can start considering puts. I would want for more confirmation being under VWAP, this line here. And if you don't know what VWAP is, I suggest going, or you're on YouTube now, or you're listening, come over to YouTube, go to TradingView, type in TradingView VWAP, and they do have a video explaining it. Still no contract movement. Yeah, it's just kind of stuck right here. It's moving a little bit more now, but definitely need more volume in that play. I see 11 of y'all on. Y'all let me know where y'all checking in from. Are y'all trading? Are y'all watching? If you've been here before, we try to do that $100 before lunch. So that's just the play we're looking at. Let's take a look at SPY for something a little bit more affordable. SPY, that 690 is going to be that top marker. It's just a psychological level. So 690. Definitely mark your pre-market high, pre-market low. If you don't know how to get there, go to extended hours. Let's cut VWAP off for a second. So, there you go. So I know a level on my chart is a pre-market level if it is dotted, because that's the way I mark them. But when I go here, I just change my style and make it a dotted line. That way I know distinctively there's my pre-market. My pre-market low is right here. So I'm just going to change that one. I don't have to make an additional line. There's my pre-market. Make that a little bit thinner. Here. Now I can go back into regular hours. I have my pre-market high, my pre-market low, and you can see we've gotten above that pre-market high, so we're fairly bullish. We can get over that 690. This thing can run Cut VWAP back on. We're getting resistance at upper band too. Same resistance we're seeing on SPX. They do move the same. I chose SPY. SPY is my favorite ticker. Me and SPY go together real bad. When I first started trading, my first stock I ever traded was DraftKings, and I had a lot of profit off of it because the sports betting space was really blowing up. But then I wanted to trade something that was going to have consistency and give me a lot of liquidity daily, and your ETFs do that. So I trade SPY every day. It's my favorite ticker. After being in the mogul stock group, Kendra, another one of our analysts, she's like the IWM queen. So I started to enjoy IWM and give that to uh, some of my clients who have a smaller budget because IWM moves pretty consistent as well, and it is a little bit more budget friendly. It's more affordable. So I like the ETFs. You're going to get a lot of liquidity daily. You don't have to. Charts are going to be the same. It's going to move. You're going to get a move to make money. So you don't want to be like, oh, I can't trade this today. There's no volume or there's not enough activity. In your ETFs, you're going to get. You're going to be able to make money daily. Thank you for that question. When you day trade, do you purchase the contracts that expire the same day, or do you ever buy further out? That's a great question. And it depends on what your strategy and what your goal is. If you're going to trade zero DTE, you can purchase those in the morning, but by lunch, let's go ahead and get out of those. Then you want to be buying at least a 1 or 2 day or even a week, expiration when it comes to your ETF. Now, our Max sevens now, like Apple, Google, Microsoft, they have those Monday, Wednesday, Friday contracts. And if you've never traded, you didn't know that existed on the ETFs in the beginning. We didn't always have zero DTEs on the ETF. So if we have a lot of volume, um, a, a, a lot of volatility, zero DTEs are fine. There's definitely no problem taking them. But if you're holding them past lunch and you're not green, you're just kind of inching your way into the contract graveyard. That theta's going to start to eat it up. But that was a great question. We're looking for some volume for this to push up here. And I know you guys enjoyed Court and Kendra being on. I'm going to bring some of the other analysts on as well. Inside of Discord, we have Donovan, we have Pasha, um, we have Shardell, we have Ronan, Sky Zone, Hannah, Kendra, and Court. So there's not just me and it's not just those two. We have multiple analysts inside of the Discord. So if you're looking for a trading community, and for signals and education, our Discord is a great place to be. It's not just about taking signals. We make sure you're educated. I do a lot of one-on-ones with clients, so I don't signal a lot. I usually work for a really clean setup, kind of a sniper setup to get into particular plays, and then we go ham. But I'm usually the one in the background making sure clients understand their brokerage, understand how to trade, how to, consistent risk management, build their foundation. Because a lot of people just like, hey, I'm gonna start taking signals, but they've never really learned how to, understood their brokerage or understanding what trading is. They were just able to really push buttons. So that now people are coming back like, okay, I need to build, my foundation up, and that's where me and Ronan, Donovan, and Skyzone, we come in and make sure people are knowledgeable around the history, background, foundation of your trading, so you can be successful and have financial freedom. And you can see we're hitting rejection at that psychological 690. If we come back over to SPX, again, where was my lower level? Like I said, I strong under VWAP. We could still get a bounce. So if I was looking at SPX puts, you need to stay close, 69.15, 69.10. But I would wait for a complete close to jump into that. There we go. So see, I told y'all the contracts weren't, something was going funky on Webull. We saw this. I told y'all 69.25. We spotted that at 450. What's the contract price now? I told y'all $100 before lunch. What did that contract move to? 69.25. We saw it at 450. That's 720 now. This is the power of trading SPX, and it didn't take you long. I could be off. Like, this is why I don't spend a lot of time on my one-on-ones, and this is why most of my one-on-ones, unless I'm running a special, they're $100. Why? Because I can show you exactly how to trade, how to get in, how to get out, and you're going to make the money on the call. I have clients that would have taken this 69.25 contract at 450, probably bought them 10 of those. So 100, 200 move, they made $1,000 or so that morning. They're good to go for the day. So 740 minus that 450, because we never hit the stop, that's 290. Let's say they took 5 contracts. That would have turned them into a $1,450 return. My one-on-one is $100. That's a drop in the bucket to be on a call with me, and they make their money like that. Let's take 10. I do have clients that take 10. So again, double that. You got 290. You made $2,900 in less than 30 minutes. My client gets on a call with me. I go through this setup. Show them exactly how and the knowledge behind how to repeat this trade. $2,800, and then they can start their day or say, hey, I'm taking the day off. That's the power behind SPX. More than welcome, Blossom and Bloom. Any other questions? Y'all are kind of quiet this morning. Usually everybody asking a whole bunch of questions, wanting to tap in. Let's go over to Discord. I'll give y'all guys a little preview of Discord. This is my Discord. You can see I just told everybody I was going to be on this morning, but we have a compound club and they already got a trade. Look at that. SPY 690. Again, we all trade. We all have an idea of how the market's going to move. I was looking at SPX. My trading partner, Court, put in a 690 call on SPY. So I'm going to give this about 3 more minutes. Then we can look at this SPY contract as well. Again, we trade the contracts that are going to provide liquidity. We don't want to be sitting in the market all day, and we're definitely not watching charts all day. So again, we have a compound club. We started this at, I believe, the beginning of April, $500 to $10,000, and we give you a compounding sheet where you can watch those trades that you're doing, be able to put those profits in here. And again, it doesn't take long with 30% to grow your portfolio. We got 2 more minutes before we finish out this last candle. Again, if you're not patient when you're trading, make sure you have your bar countdown on. Come down to your settings wheel, go to more settings and put countdown to bar close. This will give you a way more patience in waiting for a particular setup and not having to jump and bounce down onto the 1 minute. SPX looks like it's going to move up again. It was holding at 69.19. Now it's moving down again. We want to see it close under your standard deviation band before you start taking puts, just for more confirmation. Blossom and Bloom, you saw the contract by Court. It was $90. Let me just go back to confirm. $98. So Blossom and Bloom, or anybody in the chat, if you took a $98 contract, what would be your stop loss and what would be your TP? It's a $98 contract. Let's see where the contract is right now. Yeah, contract still up. So it's up 117. So still sitting pretty, even though it's pulling back. So the 98 is still in profit. If you purchased a $98 contract, what would be your stop loss? Anybody on the call, if you purchased a $98 contract, what would be your stop loss? 68. Okay. I'll probably go 70. 68 is not bad. Leaving, yeah, I like 78. 130 profit. I can get it. Yep. Those are comfortable rims. Again, look, this is why I say I wouldn't have gotten into a put just yet. I want confirmation. We have not broke below VWAP. And so this is still pushing up. SPY is still pushing up and holding 689.50. Now we're seeing a rejection. We're getting a wick to that band. This again want to come down and test VWAP. Again, I'm not bearish until we break below it. Again, a lot of times people get trapped into positions because they do not wait for confirmation. Jake, I know it's been a minute for me. Thank you for checking in this morning. But we're past 9 a.m. Again, I'm bullish up until this 69.25. And we didn't quite tag it. We got within about 50 cents of it. So I'm looking for us to tag it and then move up. Where's my next target? My next target is going to be 69.50. And we're going to have $10 incrementals in between there. So our 69.30, 69.40, 69.50, definitely a decent move. How do I know that it can move up to 69.50? Because in its range, I'm reading ATR, it can move on average $94. So I'm not making it work too hard to move up 50 points or $50 from opening at 69.09. So this is what I do. I usually have these sessions with one or two people. Some of my clients have said they want to trade with other people. I do have a select client. They do not want their time shared. They want to get on with me, ask their particular questions, make their money, and go about their day. They don't like to share their time. So most of my mornings, I mean, they're only um, 4 mornings in a week to trade. I usually take Thursday and Friday to myself unless I have somebody that needs to make up a day. Um, those are my wife off days, so we kind of do like a date day and things like that. But usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and sometimes on a Friday, if I have somebody that needs to make up a session, I do one-on-ones power hour. And the morning session we kind of run until about 10 because the first 2 hours is all we need to make a good amount of capital. If you're interested in a one-on-one, I'll drop my email. You can. It's also in the group. I think in the comments. You can send me an email. Say, hey, Chaz, I'm found you on YouTube. I'm interested in a one-on-one. Like I said, my one-on-ones are usually $100. YouTube, you guys can get them for 75 right now, and they're well worth it. My mentorship, again, the mentorship just on Saturday, $700. I'm halfway through my mentorship. Sorry, guys, I dropped my earpiece. So we can negotiate because you'll be getting replays at the end. on the rest of the live sessions. And then my one-on-one mentorship is $2,000. Very much so worth it. 8 weeks with me. You can meet with me 2 to 3 times a week. And you're getting up to speed to become at least a trader. Will you be successful right off the bat? No. Will you have all the skills to be able to trade? Yes. I have a lot of times people come in and they won't place a trade. I can't control whether you're going to place the trade or not. You have to do that on your own. When you have all those tools and skill set and foundation to be able to trade, absolutely. My goal is not for you to have a guarantee and can enter my program every year, every that, because you don't. You once you learn this, you have it. It's not something I'm gonna have to keep teaching you or keep you in my program to come back. If you need a refresher, that's perfectly fine. But the skill and knowledge in which you have in your replays, my program is not set up for you to just keep strolling through it and keep taking it and repurchasing it or having a subscription. 8 weeks, I want you trained and getting paid and out of my face. Like my goal is not to have you, tied to me. I want you to learn again. I look forward to the day when my clients fire me. That is a beautiful thing when they no longer need me to hold their hand. I've been successful and done what I needed to do for them. And that's what I enjoy. I enjoy this. I've never in my life thought I would be so happy to get fired. So I have one client. I think they're about to fire me. They said no. They do want to continue to trade and have these one-on-ones where I walk them through the system and being able to truly understand the stock market, understanding how the market moves, understand what they're looking at, and stop guessing. A lot of times y'all just guess. Y'all look at the chart and be like, oh, I just it's gonna go this way because it has to. What makes it has to? That's not the thing. Or they have to prove somebody wrong, or they want to disprove some guru's answer. I don't look for trades like that. I go with what's consistent, what's repeatable. Hey, Miss Abra, thank you for checking in. Miss Abra is a wonderful client, super successful, putting in the work. Again, 69.25. Look at that contract. I showed y'all 69.25. That contract was what, 450. It is now $940, and we have not been on this YouTube show for an hour yet. So again, had you grabbed that at 450, it's now 940. I'm gonna say, get out of my face. Go touch grass. Go find you something else to do. That $100 before lunch happens. And what's the target? What did I give y'all? 69.25. Look at that. I gave y'all the exact target. No, I'm not some genius. I do know a lot of math, and you don't have to be some genius to understand this. If you can work a calculator, I can teach you how to do this. We're almost hitting it. There it goes. 69.25. Right on par. $980. Let's see if it'll hit 1,000. It might have did hit 1,000 when it hit 25, when it hit 68.25. That was a beautiful play. Right to the target. Yep, there you go. 690, same thing. So let's go look at the SPY contract as well. If we couldn't afford that 450 on, I'm sorry, yeah, the 450 on SPX, you could have definitely traded SPY and got that 690. SPY is wavering a bit. It's back at break even. I would have thought it would have been more in profit, but that theta having it stagger. Let me refresh my screen. Like I said, Webull can get a little wonky sometimes. Still showing it down. Interesting. Look at that. Well, would you look at there? Would you look at there? Did it hit 1,000? Yeah, Webull's lagging. Let me look at this in the broker, because I know this contract is more than that. Yeah, that 69.25 contract is $1,220 now. This is lagging horribly. Or maybe it's not showing me real time because I'm not signed in. How about we do that? How about we sign in? I forget it kicks us out if I hadn't been signed in because I don't use my laptop. I only use my laptop when I'm teaching. I usually trade from my phone. So there's the 690. So that 98 contract, boom, it's up. Where's my, where did my SPX go? There we go. There's the 69.25. $1,100. You guys watched it. $450 contract. Only saw it drop down to maybe $20, $30 up to $1,210. We're done. It's done. Just that quick. 30 minutes in the play. Consistency held. Boom. Hit target. Time to touch grass. I'm going to learn how to trade the spot soon. We'll email you, Dr. Chad. I'm not as profitable trading the VIX. Blossom and Bloom, I'm going to tell you why. And it's not your fault. So the VIX, let's look at it. The VIX is only profitable, or you're only going to see a lot of profitability around the VIX when we have a lot of volatility. Why? Because many people don't trade it. So if we're bullish on the VIX, meaning we think it's going to go up and the markets goes down, we'll get this contract. We have a couple of people out here. If we're looking bearish, it's a little more activity, but it's not consistent. We don't always have the volume that you need to be able to trade it. So that's why you want to trade something with a little bit more, liquidity. So it's probably not you. It's just the market. This is not a fast mover. So let's go take a look at it. And let's compare. You got a $94 move that you could get on SPX. You have a $9.50 something cent move on SPY. IWM, we got about $6. But when you come over here to the VIX, $3.53. Not bad, but it doesn't move a heck of a lot. It's very choppy. That's going to make your contract struggle. So it's not you. I would just say let's change, or get you another starting lineup. You don't need more than 5 companies to trade. Yes, my watch list. I have plenty of companies to trade over here, but you just need a starting five. You need your star player that's good at 1-on-1, your top three for 3-on-3, and then your lineup of 5, and you can have a bench of 5. That's all you need. But it's probably not you. It's probably the ticker. Let's change up what you're trading for the goal that you want. Anybody else struggling with trading? And again, you can see the direct inverse of SPY and the VIX. So the VIX is moving. Let's put SPY. SPY is going up. And what is the VIX doing? Going down. If you didn't know that, you're going to get the direct inverse. SPY up, VIX down. So if you should be in puts, Blossom and Bloom, if you're not already, because the SPY is going up. We're at now 69.30. Let's go back to that SPX contract. That thing out of there. Again, you only have to trade in the morning. Like you could do the first 30 minutes, you can do power hour, but you do need enough capital. Again, $1,000 account trading half of that portfolio. If you only had 1,000, I do not recommend trading it because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. We could have the taco come out and say something crazy and the market drop and you're in the call and boom, that's all of your trading capital gone. So let's watch it blossom and bloom. Like I said, you would have been in a put on the VIX. So if you were in, and then it's knowing which contract you need to be in the money, probably that 1850, 18, and this is not super expensive. But people are right there. See, they're lining up already to let you know at 18 and 17, they're anticipating this going down. Let's go out to, oh, they only have the 15. Okay. I never really look at the contracts, but again, 40 and 18 with the put side, as SPY continues up. We're getting some resistance at upper band two. Right, I'm moving over to SPY. Come on over. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Again, you only need one ticker to trade. You don't have to be, some type of genius to do this. It is a skill set that anybody can master, or at least comprehend, even if you haven't mastered them. I wanted to trade Walmart because I love Walmart, but it's not very volatile. I'm trying to focus more on SPY or your SPX. How do you feel about SoFi? Y'all know SoFi my baby, but SoFi has been struggling. It's been on the struggle bus, and it has negated with its move. So the ATR on SoFi is 88 cents. I usually tell you guys you need at least $1 or two to be able to make some money throughout the day. So this needs to pick up. It's not moving as fast. So what that means is no, I wouldn't day trade it per usual, but I can swing trade it. So this just means I need to buy more time on the contract. So we can swing trade SoFi. SPX, trade with enough capital, then SPY. Again, depending on your budget size, 0 to 100, trade IWM. I'm sorry, well, 0 to 250, trade IWM. 0 to 500, you can trade SPY. 0 to 1,000, trade the Qs. 500 to 1,000, you can trade SPX depending on the time of day. Yep, news is always affecting my trades. I was in a VIX call, and then the taco started talking. My stop loss kicked in before the VIX dropped to the teens. Yeah, that'll happen. So VIX can be volatile around the news, but it's not a consistent one. So again, yep, stir step it. Get your feet wet with some IWM and then SPY. Again, I've been teaching the trifecta for years. And my first trifecta class that I was teaching included Ford, which is trash. I no longer teach it. Tesla and SPY. I only needed them three tickers. When I learned how to really master Tesla, I was worrying my butt out the money. But this was before um was before the stock split. But again, you're getting a $13 move on several days, and we're already halfway there on Tesla. That's an easy money maker. Then old sleepy Ford. Look at Ford, 36 ATR. If y'all out here day trading this 36 cent, just don't do this. This is not a day trade. Look, ATR over one the day trade. Less than that, you need to swing trade. Please don't be out here trading these tickers with a less than one ATR. I would show you guys how to find a ticker that trades over one ATR in the simplest, fastest way with a screener. If you want me to show you the screener to show you how to find companies to trade, if you haven't picked them, if y'all drop screener in the chat, I will show you guys how to find tickers to trade. I see 20 of y'all on. I need at least 7 people to drop the word screener, and I'll show you guys how to build a screener to find what companies you can trade. And it's not going to take you but maybe 45 seconds. Anthony, thank you. 7 people. We got one. Again, this screener is only going to take you about 45 seconds. So put your screener together. Yeah, okay, I'll take it back. It will only take me 45 seconds. Your first time, it may take you 5 minutes, but it doesn't take long to put a screener together, find the companies that are most profitable to trade, and go with a sequence. And most of the time, we just don't know how to pick good companies to trade. We just go by, oh, what's popular? What's in the news? There we go. Y'all are waking up. 3 more. And I forget people are at work. Let's see if we can get 3 more. But I forget some people are at work and just listening. So I'm not going to hold that against them if they can't drop screener. But I know this thing is delayed. Let me get it built up. I think y'all will drop those next three in here. So first things first, you need to go to finviz.com. Can you do this in TradingView? Yes. I don't use the one in TradingView. This is the one I learned on, so this is the one I'm going to use. This is finviz.com. I am neither registered or logged in. It is free. So everything I used to give you guys is going to be free. You pay me for the knowledge and education. I'm going to take you there and save you some money. So you want to go here to the screener. When we get to the screener, now we can put in the different criterion we need for our ticker. Remember, I want that ticker to move at least a dollar or two. We want a particular volume and everything. So we're going to start out with 11,000 companies. I know y'all don't want to manually do this, but I did. I will tell y'all, when I first learned how to trade, I learned in a community called the Abacus. I had to go through every ticker in the market to understand what sector they were in, what was their PE ratio, what made them a great trader. It was strenuous. It took me about a month and a half because I was still working full time and trying to trade and trying to learn. And so I was doing this at like 1, 2 in the morning when I had time and my household was quiet. But now you don't have to do that. I'm going to show you the quick and easy way. Again, if you're here and you can type screener so we can keep it moving. So again, we're on finviz.com. Let's just straight do all US. That's going to knock down about 2,000 companies. We just want US based. That way we're not affected by politics or any foreign entity. Volume. The more volume, the better. So I'm going to say, let's go over 2 million on current volume. That took us down. That took us down from 9,000 stocks or tickers to 250, 265. Again, the quickest way, 256. We're going to do average volume too. Going to take it down again. Takes it a little minute to update. All right, not too many. So now we're going to do the technicals. Remember, I gave you ATR already. So we want that over 1. I would prefer 2, but we're going to see what 1 does for us. So 1 took us down another 50% if we go over 2. Now we're down to 78 companies. Who y'all tell me, y'all wouldn't be able to make some money out if you had 78 of the top traded companies based on the criteria I teach all of my clients just by using this screen at 78 companies. I said you only need 5. So you just really need 1 ticker to trade. You got a starting 5 or a top 10. You got 78 of the best ones to pick from right here with that criterion. You can scale it back to just over 1, but this is it. Apple. And then change your volume. Put your top volume movers here. NVIDIA, Intel, Oracle, Tesla, Amazon, Palantir, CoreWeave, Iconic, Micron. Boom. Here are all your tickers. Now, let me show you this cheat code too. You come here and hit export. They want you to pay, sign up, do all this stuff. You ain't got to do that. Be smart about it. If you've never been in school and haven't copied and paste, copy and paste this thing. Copy that. Take this over to an Excel sheet. There we go. Open up another sheet and paste that stuff over here. I forget. Sometimes it can be a little wonky when you try to do it. Yeah. See if I can expand it. I don't think I copied and saved it right. Hold on. Let me go back. I've done this several times. And it works. You just have to copy it the right way. There you go. I don't think I grabbed everything on the data, but let's see. Let me go back in. Let's try it again. There we go. Look at there. Not signed up, all free. Now you got the data on your clean little Excel sheet. Easy peasy. What's up? Thank you so much for checking in, Jay. Blossom and Bloom. This makes sense. Thank you. So these are high beta stocks. Yeah. You want the most profitable, most essential. We want to be able to get in and get out. We don't want to have to babysit these trades all day. But if you thought that screener was nice, drop screener in there, drop some fire emojis. Let me know if that was helpful to be able to use that screener. Again, I don't have to do a class on here. You'll have people out here sign up for my $27.99 screener class, and that's what they're gonna show you. I just showed it to you for free because everything doesn't have a fee on it. Like it's knowledge. Like you just have to go find it. I'm just making sure you guys don't have to go down a YouTube rabbit hole or waste money on education. Is just right in front of you. I showed y'all how to use VWAP. Come to my $39.99 VWAP masterclass. I just showed it to you guys for free. I don't believe in charging people for things that are readily accessible. If I find something that took me a long time to understand and comprehend, like SPX, and it's making you thousands, yeah, I'm gonna charge you to learn, but I know the return is there. Everybody's not like that when it comes to this business and when it comes to trading. I am not the ideal client for most of my marketing mentors and stuff. I'm hard headed. Um, the oath that I took is to do no harm as a doctor, so that still sticks with me as a trader and as a spiritual or Christian. So I don't know how to raise my prices all the time. I don't know how to charge just because I'm giving out knowledge. I'm like, hey, they got it. I said it. They can do it if they just tell me they want it. The support and return to come back. They're gonna refer somebody. Hey, go learn with Dr. Chad. She taught me how to do this and this. I had a person reach out to me, didn't know them from a can of paint. They saw my class and they asked, hey, do you have any discounts right now? And one, I didn't, most people be like, a discount? A discount? They come like Soldier Boy, a discount? But I didn't. That person was comfortable enough to ask for something that they needed. One, they shouldn't be shamed or harm. I said, okay, in exchange, and that's where y'all are getting this $20 off for the class with their QR code. They asked for a discount. I said, hey, well, I have a YouTube channel. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll give you $20 off. That made me, one, show them my channel. Two, have them learn more about me and show me that they're really interested to get the discount. So again, I don't mind discounting things if you ask. A lot of times it's just about asking. Then later on last night, I had another client that was just like, "Hey, I want to get in for Power Hour in the morning trading session." I was like, "Cool, I got time," and and I'll accept any discounts. I said, "Okay." I was like, "Send this to this account and send this to this account." I'm always about brightening up other people's day, so I told her, when I tell you guys to cash out my daughter, y'all be trying to break her cash app. I be like, don't send that child all that money. My daughter made on one of my classes like 200 and some dollars. One time I was like, man, let me lock your card before you get out here trying to buy everything off TikTok. But yeah, it's a business, but I love for my family to wake up and have smiles on their faces that they didn't have before. So I was like, yeah, just send this to this. Um, and they got a discount. One on ones is $100. I told them send 65, and then I came back and said I should have said 6, 7, because that's what the kids say. I still don't know what 6, 7 mean, but again, I like to have fun. And that person that reached out for that discount, they was like, I almost, because of my pride, didn't ask. But if you need help, I've told everybody in my Discord and trading community, if you need help and you just really can't afford it, reach out. I'll come up with something for you. I might need you to promote something. I might need something I don't feel like being busy with doing, and you could do it for me in exchange, or I'll offer you a discount. I had a group of 4 people. I said, hey, if you're struggling with trading, DM me 911 right now, and I'm gonna do something special for them. They got on. Again, the one-on-ones are $100. I let them get the one-on-one with me in a group for $20. Now they're able to get all their questions answered, but they didn't have to struggle, and then they didn't have to overspend money they didn't have. I never want anybody to come do business with me with money you are gonna miss. That's not how I work. Now again, you can't come to me with some sob story. I'm broke. Can I get your mentorship for free? It's not happening. I will work with you to get a sponsor. We can do things where we can put in the work. We start out, in group mentorships and things like that. But I do try to work with all my clients. I do try to keep this affordable. But again, 8 weeks with somebody and they want it for free, people don't show up. People take your time for granted. I can't do that. I mean, I have clients, they in the Zoom 5 minutes ahead when they pay. When it's free, they reschedule. Let me run it back. My clients that pay $2,000, $10,000 to be with me, they in the Zoom 5 minutes early. When it's free, they reschedule. So it's hard for a lot of mentors um, and people to just teach and do it for free because people again don't appreciate free. And I know there's a small 1%. I think the clients that you guys are and those that show up to my channel, they're a different group of people. Again, they like, man, people want to learn from me for free. I was like, no. Everybody in my family has had the opportunity to learn from me at one point for free or at a very deep discount. I've only had, I think, 3 family members, and they're like extended cousins reach out. All the kids in my family, if they are high school to college age and want to learn, I do not charge them. They can learn from auntie for free. Why? One, they haven't learned any bad habits. Two, they soak up stuff like sponges. Adults, y'all don't show up. Y'all want to push back. Well, I saw this on this channel and they want to learn. Well, go learn it with them, player. When I get my nieces and nephews in here, they're gonna listen to auntie and they're gonna take it and run with it. One of my nephews, I think he's working on his second passing one. He went into trading forex or futures. So he's doing a prop firm with futures. Jay hit it on the head. It's different when you got skin in the game. Once you get skin in the game and you're making money, and Jay is one of my top clients. Top client. Got the skill, run with it. If he need anything, all he got to do is call, hey, coach, I need a one-on-one. Cool, we hopping on a call. It's nothing. That's how you build rapport with people. That's how you network with people. I got clients say, hey, Chaz, I'm struggling a little bit. Can we hop on a call? Cool. I send the call out. We do the Zoom. I send them the replay. About an hour later, they're like, hey, Chaz, you didn't tell me how much it was. I said, well, you just said you needed help. So I helped. And I'll randomly get a cash app. God will bless me. I have a bill pop up, and I've had, again, that's how I know God is real. I'll have a bill pop up, and I'm like, dang it, I ain't want to pay that. And boom, I'll get a cash app from a client like, oh, I'm sending this over, or I'm sending this, I'm paying it forward for somebody. And then I just reach out to the last person that told me they needed help and be like, hey, somebody sponsored you. I just keep that in rotation in good faith. It's very nice that you teach the kids in my family. Yeah. And it's just, I mean, we don't have access. There's no one in my family. There's no one in my family that I can talk to about trading. Nobody. Nobody in my family talks about trading. So if this is a skill that anybody in my family, I need them to know, hey, Titi Chad, she'll help you. I want to learn. I say just get on my calendar because I don't want them scam. And this is a skill where, again, if I teach somebody young, think about 16, 17, 18, and I might as well just put it out there. I am teaching the upcoming graduation class. I think May starts, taking probably 3 college students, get them trained up over the summer. So there'll be about 2 months. That program will be a little over 2 months because one, they learn faster and they're not hard headed. But I do my college graduates at a discount. My program is $2,000 for college graduates, high school graduates. You want to get your kid off your couch. They don't want to go to college. Sign them up with my program and let them make some money. Teach them how to trade. But yeah, kids, the average high school graduate is not coming. They making 7.15. They make get $10 an hour. I'm not gonna charge them $1,000 to come learn with me, and they don't have $1,000 to start with. I just want them to put their money in their brokerage, learn how to trade, and then if they get in their circle, now they can teach their friends. If I got my house and my nieces and nephews, always probably 4 or 5 of them on the PlayStation. Well, they can pull up these charts on that screen after the game over with and make some money. I got inspired 692 call on the 1020 candle. Was that a good entry? 1020. I'm on SPX. Let me go back. Yeah, so that's good. That's still good. If this breaks below the order, sorry, if it breaks below upper band one, I would get out, but you're still in a good position. You can see my next resistance line right there at that 192. So you should be good. You should be green, but you're going to see some resistance right there. You might kind of fizzle out at probably 692. So 692, you want to see 691. Let me teach y'all another cheat code. If you want to see some entertainment without watching a soap opera, look at this. Watch your ticker and watch the price action, especially for my impatient people. And you're trying to see how your trade is doing here. So here we go. Here's your dollar increment that you're trading. You can see right now it was pushing up and it couldn't hold. Now we want to see 15 hold and come back and overtake 25 if this thing is going to continue to push up and be profitable. We saw resistance at 691.37. So this got to hold to 25. Then we got to go up and test that 0.33 again. The markets are very entertaining. This is almost better than TV. My TV, I got one, two, three, four, six TVs, seven. One, hold up. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven TVs in my house. None of them are on right now. The market is entertainment for me. But yeah, you're still good. But you got in that trade on 692. What's your stop loss and what's your take profit? Tell me what's your stop loss and what's your take profit. That's what we're gonna run through every time we get on here. What's our stop loss? What's our take profit? Because a lot of y'all don't have that. Even if it's a manual and not an automatic stop loss take profit, you still need to know when you're going to get out. Look at that. Look at that action. We just watched that. We needed that 15 to hold 25, 25 to hold 33. We got to get over this 37. We got some resistance right here, and that's 37. We can go snag that 45 and 50. I'm gonna find me a soft jazz channel or something. I gotta be able to play music. Be too quiet. Jake, what's that stop loss and take profit? Anybody else enter anything? We got resistance right there at that 691.37. Chaz, how did you have that? How do you have it to a T right there? Well, it's gotta be a level. It's gotta be history. We've been here before. Look at that. So when I go up on the daily, ah, I know y'all like, what is all that mess? I'll hide everything so y'all can just see it. Look at that V recovery. How do I have that level? Because the level is right here from February 26th. We are back at February 26th. Go ahead and put those 700 strikes on your radar. Put those Friday 700s on your radar. Watch, ass. Why would we look at that? Let me show you. I ain't even looked at them yet, but they're on my radar. I forgot. We're gonna probably be on here a little while longer because I didn't go over. I think we had a couple of earnings calls this week, and I've been skipping out on you guys for the earnings call. So I think I wanna go over a couple of earnings. So 700 right here. Friday, $55, 700. It could be sooner, but we just gonna look right there. We probably get some pullback on Wednesday, but keep 700. It's in range. Not 700 today, just 700 on Friday. Just put it on your radar because we're gonna touch it, especially if we get any grace from the taco. Yeah, I like the 700 for Friday. Just keep it on your radar. Let me cut this back on, freak out back out, and come back into my trading range. Look at the rejection right at my level. Hope you took profit, but it got right there at 691.37. Couldn't give up. You can still hold as long as it doesn't break below standard deviation back to VWAP. You're still good. Don't freak out of your play because you can see we came down, tested it, popped back up. Again, you look for confirmations to get out. What I enter or put here, I need a cold candle to close below that standard deviation band before I hop in for a put. And so you don't have anything to hop out for your call. Stop loss 0.4 TP85. Did you get it? I'm gonna drop a poll. I'm testing out some new stuff. What I think some of widgets. StreamYard's giving us a lot of access to a lot of things, but again, this is delayed, so I don't see y'all comments in real time. So I was thinking about doing an open Zoom. Everybody, I did this last year. It's a little tiring to be on Zoom all day, but y'all let me know if that's something y'all would be interested in. Let me do a poll. Open Zoom whole market day, the whole trading day. Would you show up or want a live trading Zoom for the whole day? And put yes. And we're gonna put a little price on it. It's $20. Yes or no. We're just gonna try it out. Y'all let me know if y'all can see that. Let me know if y'all can see that, and y'all let me know in the comments if y'all would know. No, I didn't get off. I did. I said you got it. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that back up. So 700 call for Friday, 417. Just take a look at that strike. Keep it on your radar. If we continue to push up the rest of that week, this week is definitely within range. And like I said, I'm thinking about running a live Zoom. I want to do a 3-day boot camp where we would meet Saturday and Sunday. It's kind of like I don't like doing boot camps because I don't feel like they fully prepare people. So I was just like, what could I do different? I was just like, if I do a Friday, Saturday boot camp, 2 hours, get you guys ready, and then we live trade all Monday. But this would be like a preview to that. A lot of people enjoy me having the open Zoom because they can come on, they can mute everybody, and they can still get my feedback on the trades that they're looking at, be able to pop in and ask questions. We usually kind of fizzle around lunch, take a little break. I still leave the Zoom open, but it's all muted, and we can still see the chart. We take lunch, come back, but we trade the whole day. I don't know a lot of traders that sit up the whole time. Everybody takes breaks, but I don't know how you answer it. Are y'all clicking it? Let me go do it on my phone. I'm just testing some. Sign me up, coach. Rearrange my schedule. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Uh, let me see if I can see that thing, and then do I click it or do I put a one? Um, do I put it in the comment? Okay, so y'all gotta put a one or a two in the chat so it'll pop up. I'm testing out stuff. So if you okay, you see it on the screen. So you guys pick if that's something you want. That one doesn't count. That was mine. But put a one or a two if that's something you guys would want, and I'll get that together today, and we'll pick a day next week. And I could probably do it. Could probably do it once a week. I don't. Well, probably not once every 2 weeks. Like I said, 8 hour days. I haven't done anything for 8 hours a day other than trade. So, and I still don't do that 8 hours. The whole trading day. I'm usually outside doing something else. So my brain won't sit still the whole time. Probably have to play a movie or something. Okay, y'all are interested. Cool. I'll put it together. I'll put it together. It will be a private Zoom. And I say private because I'm not going to post it here. Because if I post it here, you get those Zoom crashers and stuff like that. So it'll just be, they pay their $20. You send me your email. You'll get the link to the Zoom. Everybody will get the replay. Um, but you'll get a whole day of trading. You'll be able to you'll get the morning open. We'll do pre-market. We'll probably get on at about 8:15, maybe 8 o'clock, depending on how many people, because we'll be able to get the pre-market pretty good. And then I'll do some chart assessments. Um, and we'll trade through Power Hour. You'll be able to get to see that set up. So I do want to bring it on. I have been asked multiple times for a charting class. But my charting class is different. I don't want to just teach you guys how to chart. I really want it to be engaging. And so this will probably be like a 4 hour session because I want everybody to sign up. I want to be able to see their charts. And I probably have to do Google Meet where we could break off into rooms, but the recording access to that kind of gets wonky, and I've seen a lot of people lose the information. So it will probably be over Zoom as well, but everybody will be able to share their charts and their ticker so they can be prepared. Jake, you're still in. What's that at? What was that? 692. Let's see if how Jake's contract is doing. Jake's got the six. Oh, I gotta go back to the rate day. Jake got 692. So y'all can see in real time how Jake is doing. So Jake, I don't know if this is lagging or not. Let me check my broker. Okay, 692 is at $64, and Jake got his stop loss is 40 and TP is 85. So Jake is still good. Jake is still good. Stop is at point 0.4. We're not there, and we're still pushing it. So right now we're watching Jake's contract. So we're getting a retest. So remember I said no puts unless we break standard deviation 1. Again, y'all think y'all want to go out here again. If you want the magic bullet indicator, go on cash at me 500 and I'm gonna throw all these indicators on here and give it to you. But you don't need them. We're watching pure price action with VWAP. I could cut my order blocks on, but you don't really need all the noise. A lot of y'all just have a lot of noise on y'all chart. Retest of the high. Jake is getting more profit. I don't know why this contract is sitting so. We're at 70. Come on, let's get Jake paid. We need 85. Come on, Spy, push. We see the resistance. We're hitting up to that upper band too. And we have resistance back from, what did I say, February? We're back at that February high. We got to get over that level. Theo, thanks for checking in. I jumped in at 55. Cool, we in profit. Shakira, Shakira and Jake, y'all are in profit. This thing is moving. It's moving up $10. It's got to push again. Why? What do we need for this to move? Down here at the bottom, we need volume. We got to have buyers step up. Let's add in a couple of helpers. Let's see some order blocks. Yeah, we're sitting in some resistance. We're sitting in resistance. We got resistance right there. See if we have a couple of fair value gaps. Yeah. Buyers got to step up. They're right there, but they got to step up. And we're hitting it head on resistance right there. So again, if you can get over this, we got another run. You can see I have another level at 693, but this is going to be another target here. We're 40% of ATR, but it's struggling right there. It's got to get off of it. Got to get over that hump. Thank you guys for answering the poll. That was something new that StreamYard has. I like it. Again, if you want the replay class to how I break down SPX, scan that QR code in the top. You that link will take $20 off. The class is $197 now. That link will give you $20 off, making it $177. The first 5 people that purchase today, because I can see when it comes in, those first 5 people that purchase will get a special email from me to trade with me live one-on-one. Outside of that, so you get a bonus if you go ahead and purchase now. Just for the first 5 people. Outside of that, you'll be paying $100 for the one-on-one. So it's kind of 2 for 1. You get the SPX replay and the breakdown with me. America Human, thank you for checking in. How are you doing? What are you trading? We're following 692 calls on SPY right now. And that thing's going to push. We got to get over this 691.37. Let's go back and rehash that if anybody was bold enough to take SPX and hold it. SPX, if you got into that, what did I give y'all? 69.25, 18.30. This contract, I showed you guys again. This was $450. $450. That's why my one-on-ones are worth $100. They should go up to 2, but I'm for the people. If you sat on a call with me and made over $2,000 and I told you the one-on-one was $200, I don't think you'd be mad. But if you sat on the one-on-one and didn't make any money and you were just looking to just make money on a call, you will be, and not learning how to repeat it. We're getting there. It's pushing. 692. Jakir, what's your stop loss and take profit? If you drop your trade, you got to tell me your stop loss and take profit. We're pushing. Where's the level I told you guys? Texas in the house. Anybody else take that 692 call? It's printing. This needs to go on and pump in the next 6 minutes because we don't want to get that pullback at 10 a.m. 11 Eastern. Just a fair warning, we can get pulled back in 6 minutes. We got 30 more seconds in this candle. Let's see if this can push and hold at 691.50. Here you're almost up $20. If it pushes one more time, gonna hit that point, that 75, get $20 gain. Like I said, I need a soundboard. It's too quiet in my house. I guess I'm gonna enjoy this piece. Anybody else in the trade? What are y'all trading? Drop those trades and whatever trade you got, drop the stop loss and the take profit on it. All right, we got above that resistance, but we're right here at the upper band. It got 75. Been long LNG for some time in main brokers. I will be getting on board with your program to learn intraday options, waiting on some liquidity. Gotcha. Let's go. Again, this is the best and prime time to start learning how to trade, especially with how the markets are moving and with so much volatility. It's just the best time. I'll say best time with me up until August. August, I'm not taking on any new clients in August. August is filled. So my daughter's birthday first. She's turning 17. Then my wife's birthday, then my grandson's birthday, then my birthday, then my aunt's birthday. So again, I have too many birthdays in August to take on new clients. It's like every day I'm like, I need to be off this week, or I got errands to run. I gotta go pick up stuff, and we gotta travel and all of that. So yeah, August, I'll probably be on vacation in August. I probably won't be doing one-on-ones. I might have a few one-on-ones. But not a lot. Hey Chaz, I'm in 690, trade at 0.89. What's the Felicia? What's the stop loss and TP? Felicia's another one of my clients. Again, trusted me. This is my homie from Memphis. Trusted me to learn how to trade and been killing it. Yes, absolutely. Leo, see, we Leo gang over here. Uh, why does it reject at 11? Morning power hour is complete. It's just the pullback. It's the structure. So it's just sequence of what we usually get in the chart. Let's go back and see if we. So let me show y'all yesterday. So where is it? Where's that 10 a.m.? See, look at that 10 a.m. candle. It's just structurally what we see. Sentiment is just judge it. 10 a.m. What and I'm on Central. That's 11 Eastern. It's just what happens. We get a reversal. There's a 10 a.m. still red. Let's go back. We've gone back 3 days. We're going to that 10 a.m. Here we go. Red. See how every 10 a.m. we get that red pullback. So I would be saying, if you don't want to hold through a pullback, take some profit here because we got 2 more minutes. Because we could drop back below there right on that 10 a.m. candle. Switch TP to 30% and took profit. There you go, Jake. Great job, Jake. Nothing wrong with pivoting, adjusting to what the trade is doing. Great job, Jake. Felicia's in 690, got in at 0.9. We're at 690.9. My girl, if you don't take that profit, 200 out, take the profit. Push the button. Look at there. Closed out 201 profit, 1 to 100. My stop loss. There you go. Again, learn the skill, run the play, follow the directions. And she's already in profit. Let's say it pulls back at 10. She can always get back in and take another play, but it don't have to run with her money. So we're going to get 1 minute. Let's see what that 10 a.m. candle does. We got, there you go. Where's the next candle? Looks like it wants to still hold. There it is. See, again, y'all will be out here playing 47.99, 99. Let me show y'all how I magically make the market drop at 10. Stock market got snake oil sellers too. But I'm showing y'all in real time before stuff happens what's gonna happen. We understand market structure. We understand the chart. Got y'all rolled up right to TP right before 10 a.m. If you knew about that 10 a.m. drop, no. Yes, if you didn't drop, no. If that was education, y'all let me know. Was that cool? TJ, do you make a market order or stop limit order? TJ, are you trading on Webull, Robinhood? Tell me what broker you're trading on. And when I put my stop loss in, I'm using Webull. And you would do like this. If you took this trade, I would just do a market order just to get feel. And then I'll do a stop loss and a TP just like that. You can keep it simple with a dollar amount, or you can pop over and you can hit this button and do the percent, but I keep it super simple. Looks like it wants to hold that level. We got that pullback right on that level. We still got 2.5 minutes in that candle. My stop loss was 30%. Good job. I have Webull and Thinkorswim. Yeah, just do a market order and do like I just showed. Just do your stop loss and take profit. I don't use the stop/stop limit. I just do a stop. Oh, it's time to play a game. Oh, it's time to play a game. Today, so in Discord I play games with my community. Because I like for them to win. So I might do like a giveaway for a free one-on-one and stuff. And today is a special day, but I gotta set it up for them because I don't think they can get that. I don't think they're gonna see the answer. Let me see if it's gonna pop up. Dang it. I gotta put the answer out there. Doo-doo. Yeah, I'll probably drop some kind of special because today is a special day. I can't tell y'all what because then that'll give it away for the Discord question. But today's a special day, and if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know the answer when I drop it in the question for Discord. The one-on-ones are over Zoom, so you get the recording on Zoom, and then I send you the replays, and you're able to access them in the back office on YouTube, so you can play it on your tablet or the TV later. I don't really care for like Teams and Slack and um, Google Meet, just the recording feedback. It takes a long time to compress the recordings when you use those, and I've seen people get errors, so I don't like those. So I just stick with Zoom. So you get AI, or you'll get your AI notes and your recording after the one-on-one. Look at that. So our 10-minute candle did print. We got our new candle. If you knew at 10 a.m. we were going to get a pullback, drop a 2. If you did not know and you found that information to be helpful, drop a 7. 2 if you knew, 7 that you didn't, and that was helpful. Again, got you in and out the play before the pullback. I'm looking for those 2s and those 7s. And we're gonna be about ready to get up out of here. We got 2. Y'all tell me how y'all know those, how y'all know that? I don't think I taught that to y'all. Did y'all get that from Discord? Did y'all learn that from Court? Again, community. They didn't have to learn it from me. Or did y'all learn it from me? Y'all tell me. I don't know if I said it. There you go. 2, thanks to you in the community. I be forgetting what I teach because I teach so much stuff. I'm like, did I even tell you guys that? Like every time something knowledgeable comes up, I'm trying to tell you guys. There's no gatekeeping. There we go. Discord. We put the game in there. We're not spoon feeding and crumb breading you guys. We're giving the game. We're educating people. If you're not inside Discord and you want to sign up, shoot me an email so I can get you the pay link. I believe it's on like two videos ago. Discord is 200 a month. With my code, Dr. Chaz, you get 50% off, making it $100 a month, or I think off the first month. I think you can lock in with the code challenge at 50% off for lifetime. Discord one-on-one with you, 11 a.m. is Uno Reverse. See, there you go. That's what I was like. What do I usually put? And I usually put that Uno Reverse card in the Discord. Hey, that reverse was about to pop up. Saving you from losing some of those profit if you already know every day market's about to pull back. So if I'm in a call, let me go ahead and take my profit because I know at 10 we're going to get a pullback. Does that mean the market's about to sell off? No, we're going to get a reversal. Pullback versus a reversal. Those of you that said 7, I'm glad you were here to learn that information. Make sure y'all are hitting that like button. Make sure you're sharing this out so other people can tap in. We've been going almost 2 hours. I really didn't plan to be here this long. Like I got another call at like 12. So yeah, I got one, two. Got 1 2 minutes. Hold on, I'm gonna move. Got one, two. Yeah, I got 3 calls today. Really, 4. Hmm. Y'all got me booked up. I don't even be checking my calendar. I have 1 2 3 4 5 calls today. I'm not in this. I'm keeping my eye on it. I'm not in it yet. I just want you to keep your eye on it because that's the next level that I see us going to. And Friday gives us enough time for positioning. Probably we'll want to get it in more tomorrow. You just want to keep an eye on it because we usually have pullbacks on Wednesday leading into Thursday. So I just want to see if we get to that 700. That's our next psychological level to the upside. Look at that. Look at that fair value gap. What did I say? If we break below here, we can get puts. If we don't, not doing anything. But that was a nice little scale back 690, about 60 cents. I usually don't like to leave you guys hanging because I'm like, I was about to get off the call, but I'm like, we could stay on a little while. Usually when I hop off, all the fireworks start happening and trades just be popping. I'm like, dang, I just left them and the market's just doing everything. So we'll probably stay on. I'm gonna prepare for, I got a discovery call. I have a call at 12, so we may stay on to 11. Y'all just got to keep me hyped up. If y'all want to stay on, if you're ready to end it, drop a 6. If y'all want to stay on to 11, drop some 10s in the chat. If y'all want to stay on to 11 CST, so we'll stay on like another 50 minutes, drop some 10s in the chat. If y'all ready to end it, drop some 6s. Those bands is that the VWAP. Yeah, so let me show you how to get it. Come up to your indicators. It's just the regular VWAP, volume weighted average price. Once you cut it up, once you have it, come to your settings and make sure your bands are on. So that's my multiplier, my standard deviations instead of percent. That's it. I don't change anything else. Everything is visible on every time frame. Don't change the style. I did make my VWAP band thicker, so they're not all the same size. So I won't confuse it with a band. I know that is actually my VWAP and not just a band. That's the only like big difference that I changed. All right, got some tens. All right, we'll stay on. We'll keep it pushing. Again, it is pullback, but we have not gotten confirmation. A lot of times y'all jump the gun. Y'all are just like track racers, but I need y'all to be like, if you ever watch track, they're sitting there ready, set, and they do not take off until that whistle blows or that gun clicks. You need to be sitting here. This is you sitting right on the track. Wait for the gun, wait for the click, wait for that signal to go off, which is a close below, before you just jump in. Because if you fall set, you lose, you forfeit. So wait for confirmation. We don't have to be early. We don't have to be first. Premiums are going to fluctuate. But if you get in this trade right now and you take your put and this thing spikes up and comes back and tests the high, you're going to be looking at me crazy when I said wait for confirmation. Absolutely. You see, my 690 is much thicker than the rest of my levels. What I tell y'all? Y'all will get into that put on that line as a track start, taking off before the whistle blow with no confirmation and pop up and you're like, dang, I'm losing my money. I'm gonna have to grab me some water. I got a juicer, guys. Um, Trading, health is wealth. Do a lot of being sedentary. So I got me a walking pad. I'm gonna start doing one on ones. That's probably gonna be the new thing. Y'all gonna probably watch me over uh, doing these calls. I'm probably hook this up to my TV and just be on my walking pad all day because I got to get those steps in. We got to exercise. We got to stay healthy. I got a juicer. My wife had me pick up. I got 2 pineapples, a bag of apples. We got beets. I actually enjoy beets, and I did not like beets at first. Um, I used to have an issue with blood, and my iron levels were super low. And they were like, "Hey, you gotta get your red meat, get beets." And my wife picked up this beet juice from the store. That stuff tastes like dirt. It was like straight dirt. But we've been making it our own at home, and it actually tastes a whole lot better. So we're gonna have some pineapple, lemon, beet juice. I think pineapple, apple, lemon, and beetroot. We have a cucumber spinach. We got a green, like a monster green drink as well. So gotta get my drinks together. Y'all are literally watching that play out. Remember, I said pull back, wait for confirmation. If this does not close below, we're not in sync for a put. And if you were still holding calls, you need to be able to ride through that pullback. Look at that. Like I said, if you can't hold through the pullback, go ahead and take profit. You could re-enter. Now you're back at break even. Understand after graduating 2 years ago, my vitamin D went super low in the house most days, learning to share. Gotcha. But if that vitamin D is low, like Blossom and Bloom, I stay in Texas. The weather and life is great. Go outside, get some sun. A lot of times we don't understand and remember that nature heals our body and we stay in the house all day. Just go outside, get sweaty, get musty. Outside, go walk outside, get some of that vitamin D. My grandfather passed away a couple of years ago. My grandmother is still active. We make sure when she get off her chain talking crazy, we're like, you need to go outside and get you some vitamin D. Keeps the brain, keeps you healthy. Our melanin needs it if you're melanin. I think you are Bloom. But yeah, get some get that natural. And there's nothing wrong with synthetic in as far as the vitamins, but yeah, make sure you're getting some outside and get some sunscreen. Black people, we do tan, like we do sunburn. I sunburn. A lot of people think, oh, I'm black. I'm not gonna. I burn. When I was in Puerto Rico, I was in the pool. No, sorry, when we were in Mexico, I spent 7 days, 7 hours in the pool, like shriveled up. I don't care. And I tanned, I burned pretty bad. But again, I really didn't think I could sunburn because I have been outside, I've been on the beaches and stuff like that. But yeah, I sunburn. I gotta use, we don't have to have the strongest strength of sunscreen, but make sure you're using some sunscreen if you're gonna be out for a while. Back in the 691 97. Look, you see that set up beautifully. Felicia doesn't need me to hold her hand anymore. She's taking my class. We're still working, not mastery, but she can take this trade confidently, and she's up 14%. I'm juicing beets, red and orange, oranges, carrots, and ginger today. I need it for my iron as well. Yep, the iron levels. My iron levels have been back again. My blood was so low. I had to get an infusion. That was one of the scariest things in my life, to have a blood infusion. Just with me being in the medical field, I'm like, man, what if I get the batch that wasn't screened right? What if it's AIDS? What if they have some predisposed illness? Like, I literally freaked out, and I called my primary care, and I was like, hey, my level is such and such. They was like, yeah, you need to go to the ER. And I was like, well, it's Saturday. I'm not gonna go right now. I don't want to be there all night. So me and my wife really had we planned. We got up, we ate some breakfast, we went to the ER early Sunday morning. By noon, I was out. They had to give me an infusion. It took like 4 hours. And I was diabetic at the time. Me and my wife were both diabetic because I was losing blood. I became diabetic, and this was all in like 3 months. And the nurse came in and brought me and my wife a meal that was just like, yeah, your levels are low. Both of y'all are diabetic. They brought us a burger and some fries and a soda. It was really nice, because again, I had a freak out moment. I was like, I don't want to go get this infusion. I want to fix my life, but again, I just had to understand that my body just wasn't regulated, and I probably was gonna pass out. Like, I literally couldn't walk. Like, if I walked from my car to like the front door of a store, I was out of breath. My heart was working overtime because I didn't have enough blood to pump. So make sure you're checking your iron levels. But since then, I've had surgery. I don't have to have any more infusions. My iron levels are back intact, and I don't have pica anymore. I used to eat ice all the time just because of my low iron, and I'd be at Sonic every other day because I needed a Route 44 cup of ice, and I don't need it now. So definitely keep up with your health. Watch your iron levels. Are you trading doing power hour today? I am trading doing power hours today, but I do have it with a one-on-one client. So I won't be on live today. We'll see you on my next schedule when I can get back for power hour. Yeah, I am. I got Black Girl sunscreen from Target. There you go. And I was like, I don't want to assume because I forget I'm in a broader market on YouTube. But yeah, just get you 5 or 10 minutes. When I don't feel good, sinuses and allergies get me, I just go sit outside on my deck, taking me some sun, sipping on some fresh juice. If you want the link, I am an Amazon affiliate. If you want the link to the juicer I just got, because it's really good, easy to clean. It's a Freda. I can drop that. If you want the juicer, drop juicer. I'll drop y'all the link to my referral link for the juicer. That's not no big brand ninja, nothing like that. Because I'm not really big on brands. I'm like, hey, whoever made the prototype, I'm sure somebody else can make it. But mine is really, really good. I'm pretty impressed by it, and it's not a name brand one. Nothing like that hot shower hitting that sunburn spot. True, girl. I couldn't even do the hot shower. I was taking cold showers because I couldn't do it. Like my skin was toe up, and I was like, "What's going on?" I started peeling. I was like, my back hurt. Like my back is really killing me, and it was a sunburn. Felicia, you should be up 20% or so now. This is looking good. See how it bounced right off of that band? We're rejecting here. There's my next level at 692.59. You can see those buy orders coming in nice and bullish. Up 80%. Let's go. Let's go. 100 like the $100 before lunch show. I'm probably gonna have to turn into $200 before lunch because we're just 10. We just seen plenty of money. We done seen plenty of money. Be look at SPX. Like y'all can't tell me. I don't brag enough. What level did I tell you guys? What did I say? 69.50. Sheesh. What I tell you guys? 69.50. If you've made some money today, again, I don't have all the whoosies and what's is to promote here on YouTube. But if you made some money off the plays today and you want to send make a donation into KBDP to sponsor people or to just give a shout out, there's my link. Let me put it in the banner. Let me create a banner. But you can click this link. All of the money that goes in here, this goes toward like my clients that need sponsors or people that say, hey, I don't really have it today. Can I get a promo? Different things like that. Let me turn that one off. But you can go here. It's just a tip jar. I put this in my backup for my people who need help. So if you made some money today, got some knowledge from here, offer here, and you want to do just a little tip or send something to support the channel. I know a lot of people use the Cash App and things like that. I usually have that ticker, but there's like some people maybe just want to click a link. You can go here. This is the Chasing Bags tip jar. If you've never seen, it's just something different. I'm just utilizing all the tools, but bags for trash. It's just a little tip jar again. This is for the gyms, the free game. This is how I continue to help people that come to me and say, "Hey, I'm struggling. I don't have the money, or you know, I need some help, or I got part of my payment." But yeah, that 69.50 is smack like boom. Again, you can trade SPX in the morning, SPX in the evening. You didn't have to have all these tickers on. I gave y'all the levels 6,900, 69.25, 69.50. What was the 69.25? I gave y'all 69.25 hours ago. That thing is up. So we saw 69.25, it's $450. It is now almost $2,500. And we have not been in the market. We just hit 2 hours in the market. Most people don't make that all week. What is the next level? I have 692.42 from Biggs Boxy Box. If you don't know, in Discord, we give you the levels and preset. Court already had his Boxy Box. My levels on my chart, I have 692.59. So it's not that far. We're very close in sync. So yep, sitting right there. So Like I told y'all, every time I'm about to get out, fireworks start going off because we about to hit that 69.50. And I gave y'all all of this morning before that even went off. Let's go see what that contract was this morning. Let's go to bar chart. Walk you through how to utilize bar chart to look at to backtest your trade. So we're gonna go to bar chart. We're gonna go to SPX. We're gonna come on the side and go to option prices. Let that load up. So this is today's contract. Remember I said 69.50. There's a little delay over here because I don't pay for it, but that's okay. Then you don't have to pay for any of that. I gave y'all this contract this morning. This contract at low was at mid range was $100. On the low, this contract was $76. This contract at 69.50 has gone up at a high of $500 from about 50 something bucks. I always get this off. I forget this is Eastern. So 9:30, my bad. So at the low, $81, got 174. This thing has pumped, still moving. I gave y'all that early. You didn't even have to get the 69.25 at 400. You could have got this one at 120, 130. Tag 69.50 tag. I'm done, guys. I'm done. Yeah, my targets have been hit. I'm done. 69. What did I say? 692.59. What's the high of the day on SPY right now? I had 59. 692.63 has been tagged. My level on SPY has been tagged. There's still a little bit more upper room there. Again, if we go up one more, we got there's my next level, 693.65 after that. We still need a little bit more volume. Absolutely. Emeka, just send me an email and I'll shoot it over to you. That the survey replay is $30. I was just about to post one. They had one for me to do today from like 1, and I think from 2 to 6, but they only wanted to pay me like $80. I'm like, I'm not doing that. It was like $20 an hour. I was like, I get paid $175 for an hour, 2 hour survey, so I didn't want to do that one. But yeah, I did one last Monday. But Emeka, just send me an email. I got you. Yes. Of course, today I'm busy. The market goes up like crazy. I know it. I just made $9. $9 more than some people make a day. Okay, I'm about to take profit. I can't wait to trade SPX. I'm currently growing my account. You'll get there, Felicia. You definitely got this in the bag. Again, my survey replay video and links. It's a 45-minute class where I show you how to exactly, make some extra money with doing high-paying surveys. These are not just the $1.50. These are surveys that are going to pay you an hour or two for your opinion, or to test out a product, or ask for your views, and you're getting anywhere from $50 to $250 daily. I don't have my email pulled up to show y'all a sample, but I mean, I do these every other week. A little extra money. So when my daughter says something crazy like she wants to go see NBA YoungBoy, she wants to go see Matt Matthews, I can use survey money to buy tickets and frivolous items that I normally wouldn't pay for. So yeah. And Mecca, definitely just shoot me an email. I got you. Pascal, thank you for checking in. You can see Intel. Let's go look at Intel while SPY is doing its thing. This has been fun. Intel's down. This is bearish. Remember, so we didn't get a complete close. Let's look at validation and invalidation. On VWAP, invalid. Wicking VWAP, invalid for a call. On VWAP midline, invalid for a call. Can we get a put? If we close below VWAP, we can get a put. And you can see that is putting now. Do we get a call here? It is still invalid because it wicks to VWAP, still bearish to the downside. ATR is 3, so it's still beautiful. Again, we can day trade it. So a low of the day, probably 62.30 at this lower band. We will also want to go up to a higher time frame to see where's the lowest support. So 62.37. Let's take VWAP off so y'all can see that a little bit clear. And y'all can see my chart isn't marked up for this, but I can see the next levels and I can just come in and mark the levels and be able to trade this. But you can see this on that 1 hour, shot up from here, hit a rejection, came down bearish, put city from yesterday. All of that just came, took out all that gain from yesterday. Could be light support on that wick right here. So we just want to be mindful. But if that level breaks, if the 62.75, 62.50 breaks, we could have a lower low. But long term overall, Intel it has been bullish. It's just having some pullback. See that? Bullish, 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 and then people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep a call," and I took all the profit from the day before. But it is bullish. Trend is bullish. We're just having some pullback right here. Nothing major. I like it. All right, guys, we got about 23 more minutes. If you got any more burning questions or ideas, anything you want to look at, definitely drop them now. Again, one-on-ones are $100. Discord, I'm sorry, my Discord does get them free, but YouTube, I like y'all, and I've been away for a little while, and I definitely apologize. I'm trying to get to make sure I get on here at least once a week. But again, one-on-ones have been keeping me busy. No excuses though, guys. So again, if you want a one-on-one with me, you can definitely shoot me an email. You get the link, or I'll just tell you Cash App or Zelle. Be 75. I'll give you guys 25% off because I've been away for a while. If you want to book a one-on-one, second week of classes, KO. Let's look at KO, Walmart, and Palantir. Let's get it. Thank you for dropping them in here because again, I gotta talk to myself. I'm gonna get up out of here. Coca-Cola, slow mover. Again, we're not making a whole lot of money off Coke. Coke is back down to VWAP. Wait for confirmation. But you can see a rejection of the upper band 2 and then rejection of upper band 1. Back down to VWAP. Again, stay close if you're getting puts. I know the chain is going to be a little bit weak. You may look at 2 weeks out, but 76, 75 puts, don't go far out on this one. Walmart. Walmart's above VWAP, but we're sitting on that band. Wait for confirmation. If we're going calls, 124, 125, buy a little bit time. We can trade this with the zero, with the weeklies, but it's always safer to get you a little bit more time on this contract. And wait for confirmation, just like we saw with SPY. Let that candle close under that band before you take puts. And if we're getting calls back to the upside, just know you have some rejection at the upper band if you're day trading. If you're swing trading, with swing trading, we want to look at the higher time frame. You can see the gap retracement, and it looks more bullish. Like so, we got some short term pullback. Looks more of an uptrend. We've headed over supports and wicking. So we're having pullback here, and on the hourly we're down, but overall it does look more bullish. And I think we got Palantir. Absolutely, absolutely. Let's go Palantir. This almost looks like a flag. Let's put some artwork on the chart. I'll do a trend line. Possible bull flag. And then if we break out of that zone to the downside, you got support back to 130, 134, or to the upside where that resistance is at 138. Palantir's in a little tricky spot right now. Be careful. Let's see if I can do this. Um, in a 695 call for spies, the court just called out in the compound challenge. There you go. I love it. I love the 695, just like I'm looking at that 700. We're getting right over my resistance area on SPY. So again, just be careful here, guys. My resistance level is sitting right there. With it being the 15th, you got plenty of room and time if it pulls back. So you're okay. No pressure there. Look at that. We're holding beautiful holes. All right, guys, we got 15 minutes. Roblox, you got it. No, I don't know. It's RBLK D. Hold B. Hold on. Is that Roblox? I don't think I put that in there right. Let me see. RKLB. I didn't think I had that right. So starting here, we had a high, lower high, lower high. But we also had a low, higher low. It's kind of giving that M pattern, but lower. So this might have another pull down, a pull back in it. Let's cut VWAP on. Yeah, you can see it clean over VWAP, rejection of upper band too. Bounce right off of VWAP here. I wasn't in the trade. I was on a call with the client. The contract went from $15 to over $1,000. So I went over it in the beginning of the call. The contract. Let me go refresh it. So here's that contract here. That low of the day, that contract was $15 right here. Shot up midpoint $830. Topped out at 1190. So again, I wish I was in it, but the trade went there, and it's gonna go there this afternoon too. Again, we have 4 out of 5 days. Look at that. We're moving. About to hit my next target, which was the 693.65. We printing money today. You know, resistance right there. Again, we've been well over $100 before lunch today. I gotta start doing the surveys. I paid for the class and even set up some account. You gotta do them. And okay. So I'm gonna show you guys what my survey. Oh dang, I can't even do it in here because I don't have that screen to share. I got about 50 tabs open with surveys that I just need to complete the applications for. They email me every day. So I get about 4 or 7 surveys every day to do. I got one I was supposed to sign up for yesterday, where all I have to do is record me looking at what loan options are available, and they need it done today. And I think it's paying like two. Let me check my email. I think, and they email me personally now. They were like, "Hey, Chad, you available?" So I got like this urgent email for today. They're gonna pay 200. Um, excuse me. Um, Shop fee is 175. This one will take 2.5 to 3 hours to complete. Usually I'm faster than what they say. So I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take me 2 hours to do this one for 175. And then it's like a $10 referral. If anybody wants to do this, like you have to have a credit score above 621, a FICO score. So if you can take a screenshot of your FICO score from 621 and higher, the higher your credit score, the more you get paid for the offer. I give referrals. I can send you the referral link and she'll tell you like sign up for this site. And it's legit. Uh, but yeah, I forgot to complete it last night, but it has to be done today. I'm probably gonna do that one. It's $210. Easy money. So I definitely just sign up for everybody. But once they start reaching out to you, like it be on go. They be like, "Hey, are you available today? Can you do this one? Can you show up here? Can you do this?" I had one that just got canceled. It was in I think Waco. It's not far of a drive. I mean, if I'm gonna get paid $500 to go to Waco, I'm gonna go to Waco. And I think when the last time I drove to Waco, let me see, was it 2 hours or three? And I'm used to going to it's 3 hours. So 3 hours there, sit there for $500, get a little light snack, a soda. They pay for your breakfast. If they don't pick you, they still pay you too. Say they overbook, you still get paid and get to go home. And if you travel, like once they see your ID, I think you get like a extra $100 for travel too. That'd be crazy. Some of the um, some of the ones that I get booked for. All right, guys, we got 9 minutes. We're gonna get up out of here. I hope this show has been helpful. Again, I want to keep coming back, showing you guys how to trade, make some money. Again, if you're struggling, you need one-on-one help, definitely reach out. I'll give you guys to the end of April. Y'all can still lock in at those $75 one-on-ones. Just don't come to me and say, "Can I get 10?" You can get 10, but I'm like, I'm done with you after them 10. Like, hey, take a break, learn, go implement, and then come back. But I hope this has been a good show. I hope y'all are enjoying it. This is what I want to keep bringing back to the channel. Keep sharing it out, so we can get in front of more people, so more people can learn how to trade, because the market is out here, and we're printing money. I told you guys 693.60s. We're at 693.20. Market is printing. Like, this was just free money today. $100 before lunch was blasted through the wall. 200 before lunch. Felicia made her 100. Jake should be out of there. Jake, where you at? What are you in, Jake? Jake, are you still in, and have you gotten some more profit out of there? I really appreciate it, guys. I mean, the more you guys show up, the more I'll show up, the more we can stay on. Um, but I'm gonna rest my voice. Like I said, I got a 12 o'clock client, so I'm gonna chill, make my juice, do my 12 o'clock and one. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, my 2 o'clock is showing up. We're gonna get paid. Um, and I probably have some results for y'all this afternoon. But hey, if there's any time y'all have questions and need something, make sure y'all are paying attention to the community wall on YouTube. I mean, you can always reach me in the DM. I'm on Facebook. I'm on IG as Dr. Chad. So if you need to reach me, make sure you're shooting an email. You're hitting that DM. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, your DM might get sent in my spam. So make sure you send me a friend request before you send the message. I took profit before the 10 a.m. pullback. Okay. Oh, I thought you got back in, Jake. Who got back in? Somebody got back in. Oh, Jakira got back in. Okay, okay. I had to see who was 750 credit score. Hook me up, coach. I got you. I got you. And if you don't have the credit score that you want right now, I do have a recommendation for credit repair. Just send me an email. Let me put my email address right back across the banner. Anytime y'all need anything, just shoot me an email. Just like, hey, I'm so and so from YouTube. I got questions. I'm the plug. I've been the plug for a while. If I don't do it myself, again, I don't do credit repair myself. Did I fix my credit myself? Yes. Have I used their credit repair agency? Yes. They are legit. They don't do fraud. If you want fraud, go somewhere else. If you want legitimate credit repair, education, get homes, get funding for businesses, get legit cars for your businesses and stuff like that, reach out to me. I have the person and plug for that. But yeah, I don't do it myself. I don't plan to get in that lane unless I partner with her. But Miss Kyra Dodd on Facebook, with Credit Cleanse, that is who I promote. That is the only person that I go through unless I'm doing it myself. Um, I should have got back in. Yeah, it's still running. Like, we're just about to hit resistance, and this is where we don't chase. You see my upper target at that level. That 693.65, and we're about to hit over that 50% return. So we're not gonna chase it. We're gonna let it cool off after it hit that level, because it's been on a tear. But it still has about $4 more that it could run. But we're not gonna be greedy. Gonna play around in Reba to see if I can get the bands to show. I don't know how you do it in Weeble with the bands, because it only shows me VWAP. So let me show you what you'll see in Weeble. So I have VWAP on here, but this is all it gives me. It doesn't let me see bands. So I'm not sure if they're just limited to what all you can do. And that's why I like the Trading View. If you don't have Trading View, you can get a free account where you will only be able to use 2 indicators with the free. And if you're going to do the pay, wait for the next holiday to pop up so you can get like that 70 and 80% off. How do we get in contact with the credit person? I'll send you the info. Pascal, I think I have your email. I'll send you an email with her information. Because I think she's running a special right now, or it was over the weekend. But yeah, I'll definitely connect you to the credit repair. And this is credit repair and education. Again, not fraud. They're not about to go do no fake credit report, police profiles and cleaning. This is going to remove the things from your credit the proper way where they stay gone, and she even gets you paid if these people are calling your phone or harassing you. You get those letters in the mail. She get people paid because they have lawyers in place, and they send those documents out to get you paid. Absolutely. Got you. Yeah, that's all I seen too. Yep. So that's it. You want to get over on Trading View. If you need any help, Jake, shoot me an email. I got you. Just put, hey, it's Jake from Facebook. I got you. Hitting up on that resistance. But it's been real, guys. Drop some fire emojis. Drop some sevens in the chat if this has been good. I appreciate y'all for hanging on. We've been on 2.5 hours, way longer than I anticipated, but y'all have been here. Black Friday sale is the best time for the yearly Trading View subscription. Yep, look for the holiday. Yep, I always get in and renew around that a time. Even if you just like, I just let it add time. Anytime I see a big sale, I just buy it again and just let it add more time to my subscription because it's an investment. I had somebody ask the other day, like, I don't know if I'll get trading. So if I need the paid version of Trading View? Well, again, it's just kind of like if I go to college, you can go without a laptop and use the one in the office. But if you know this is going to be your next step and stepping stone, invest in yourself. Trading View has paid for itself multiple times with the information that I can get and use from it. I need to be able to see a cohesive, consistent chart. And whether I'm on my laptop, on my tablet, or on my phone, my chart's going to be the same. If I go to my Webull chart, go to my Webull phone, go to Webull in the web trade, go to Webull desktop. All three of them jokers look different. I want consistent charting across all of my different platforms for usage. My subscription expires in 2028. There you go. Like we in there. We locked in. Like they stuck with us. So Pascal, I'm gonna shoot you that email if I forget because my brain be twitching. But if you don't get that email before the market close, shoot me an email to say, hey Chaz, I wanted that credit repair. If not, I'm gonna send it to you in the next few minutes once we get off of here. I always like to leave y'all with something, and I'll just say this. Again, I'm very spiritual and I'm a Christian. If you know trading is for you, ask God for what you want. Now, we're not going to go into this market begging for, Lord, please let it hit this number, or Lord, please that's not how we're going into. You want to ask God and be very specific. God, I want to be a profitable trader and I want to pull money out of the market consistency. Don't put a limitation on the money. I want to make $100. I want to make 200. Tell God what you want. You want to make. You don't want to limit your request, because if you ask for 100 and He give you 100, that's all you're gonna get. Be very specific and intentional with your requests when you talk to God. Be very intentional and specific when you come to a trading mentor like me, because I'm gonna get, if you say I want to make 100, that's what we're going for. I'm not gonna go further or limit. I'm gonna give you and structure you to what you're asking for. So be very intentional and specific when you're asking for what you want. And y'all have a good rest of your afternoon. Peace and blessings.